fantastic news once again. We are in the 2021 Gartner Magic Quadrant, a fantastic result, and we're in the Visionary Quadrant yet again. So this is our 8th time. We're in that quadrant with 20 other vendors, which is fantastic because there are hundreds of vendors in our space. So to be in that rarefied atmosphere is just wonderful. And we are the only Australian vendor. So there's a couple of really interesting points within that. I think the big highlights for me personally coming out of it is that Gartner really understands where we're going and understands our business in a lot more detail, I think, than historically they have. You know, in particular, really being called out for our innovative approach to the market, you know, the way in which we solve customers' problems and the data consumers' problems. I think that's fantastic. And that's recognized also in the depth of functionality that we have, you know, everything from data preparation all the way through to dashboards and augmented. And that breadth just supports a whole lot of use cases within enterprise as well as in embedded use cases. And the last one, which I think is really interesting, is calling us out for our openness. So we're one of the few vendors that doesn't lock you in. You know, so we don't have products that mean that you're stuck in our platform, that we own your data, that we control the way it works. Instead, we let you work with the best of breed components in the analytics space really, really easily. And that's unusual. So it's great to be called out for that. And I think when looking at the MQ, if you're a customer and you're thinking about, you know, what vendor should I work with, the MQ is a really interesting data point, but it's not the only data point. You should take the time to talk to the vendors, understand your use case, and make sure that the vendor that you've shortlisted is the one that can really help you to solve your problems. You know, and so on the whole, you know, super delighted with the outcome, love that we're in the Visionary Quadrant, and more importantly, I just want to say a huge thanks to the team for the huge effort that goes into, you know, making and building a product and building a business that gets into the MQ.